Hello there. This is Vargas, and I am back again with another alcohol tasting and review. Now, I'm cheating a little bit in this one because this is actually one I've already had. Usually, I try on this video series to do a first-time taste test and review. This one I've already had, but for some reason I just forgot to do the video, I guess. Because I was sure I already did, but I was going through the videos, and I really should get into making a playlist out of all of this stuff, but I was looking at it, I couldn't find it, and I was like, oh man, I know I recorded it, so maybe I did record it and just didn't post it, or I deleted it by accident. I don't know, it has happened. So I decided to make a video here. So if this is a repeat, I'm sorry. But if not, this is a first time introduction, but it's not a first time taste test as I've normally done. Now, this is another beer review, and this is one that I've known for a couple of years now. My sister-in-law really likes these, and one day I was like, what is that? Oh, she explained what it was, and I was like, well, that sounds weird. But I took a sip and I didn't much care for it. A couple of months ago, they were on sale at a grocery store, which is where I usually buy my booze. And I was like, I remember this not being good, but maybe I'll give it another shot. And I did. And I was sipping it, and I was like, the first hit of taste is very peculiar. But as I was drinking it, watching a movie, I was like, this isn't as bad as I thought. It is definitely an acquired taste, and it is a taste that kind of grows on you if you give it the chance, as I did. And the beer in question for this video is Sol Mezclas with Clamato. Yes, I'm not a big fan of Clamato, I must admit. I don't usually like the sting of it, which is why it threw me off the first time I tasted it. But again, having bought quite a few of these now, it is a taste that the first time it hits you, it's very like. But then as you're drinking it, maybe you drink your second one, it's not as abrasive, and then you kind of start getting a taste for it, and you're like, this is actually pretty good. And this is a 2-version type of thing, because Cerveza Sol has been around for years. It's a very light sort of beer. A lot of people prefer it because it's very light and it's not too bitter. But then they started releasing these mezclas, and they have this one with Clamato, and they have another one which was usually very readily available, but it's gotten kind of hard to find. And it's Cerveza Sol with mango and a little bit of chili. That's sweet and tasty. This one is sweet, but it has that sting of Clamato. And again, it is an acquired taste. Not a lot of people will enjoy this. If you don't like Clamato and clam, you're definitely not going to like it. But if you give it a shot and you drink your first can and your second can, it might grow on you like it has with me. But again, it is something that I would probably not recommend for everyone. Again, the first time I tasted it, I didn't much care for it. But after having 2 of these straight, it is kind of an acquired taste. Now I have gotten a taste for it, and it's actually, to me, it's actually pretty tasty now. And it's a big can. You do get a lot of bang for your buck. So, using my same Halloween cup, so right then and there, that might throw off people. Usually beer is a very dark color or a very yellowish color. This is red, and it's because of the Clamato. And it looks very peculiar. Very, very peculiar. Not that much head, not compared to that Dove beer that we just saw. So cheers to you all, to your continued good health and riches. Yeah, if you're not a fan of clam or clamato, which clamato, if you don't know what that is, it's just clam with tomato juice and lemon. And that in itself is it's a very, very strong taste. Um, Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Clamato, but this thing, it's weird. It's very weird. The first time I tasted it, I didn't care for it, but again, having had a few more of this, it's a very weird combination to get to this point where the taste of the beer, which is again, Sol is a very light beer, but Sol and the Clamato. I couldn't tell you what the ratio is of between beer and Clamato, but it's very, very interesting. Again, this would taste very well as a michelada, which in itself I think is a drink that has. Does it have Clamato? I'm not sure. Again, I'm not the biggest beer expert. I don't drink that often, or I haven't drank before now. But this maybe with a glass that has a rim of I don't know, maybe lemon or chamoy with some tajin or some kind of ground chili and just or salt and just drink it like that. Now I want to try that one out, but I only bought the one beer because I bought the Duff beer. So yeah, I'm gonna drink some more of this because this is again, once you get a taste for it, it's really delicious. Good to the last drop. But again, a lot of people will probably be thrown out by that red color. But yeah. Maybe with some chili here or some salt, that would kick a lot of ass, but it's very tasty. And this is a very light combination. The Duff beer and a lot of the beers I usually drink have a 4.x amount of alcohol volume. This only has a 2.5, so it's very light. You do need to drink a lot of these to get a buzz, but I'm sorry, if you drink a lot, it is possible. So yeah, this is Sol Mezclas with Clamato. There's another flavor that has mango and a spicy sort of combination. That one's a lot sweeter than this. This one, it's not bitter again, but the kick of tomato and clam does kind of hit you back. But once you get a taste for it, it's really good. But that one is sweet. It's really sweet and really tasty because it has a little spicy kick to it. But I have to buy a can, so I'll do a review of that one once I buy another can of that. I only bought the Duff beer and this thing. So yeah, again. If you don't like clam, you're not gonna like this. But if you're willing to get experimental with your drinking, and you want to try, maybe you've known about this for a long time and you enjoy it. This is the first time I'm sharing it on my channel, but I've been drinking these for a couple of months now, and again, at first I did not like them, but as I've been drinking it, it's pretty tasty. But it is acquired taste. But definitely, this will rock maybe with some lemon and some salt, or with some chamoy and some tajin, which is ground chili or something like that. It would probably kick ass that way. So, yeah, highly recommend that if you're into experimenting, a different sort of experience with your beer. So I recommend that. So that was another alcohol taste test and review. Good stuff. I'll share the mango one once I buy a can. But until I see you all again, which will probably be another DVD haul, Life's been a little bit too hectic, and I do want to get into diversifying the channel, but I'll get to it when I'm able to get to it. But until I see you all again, thanks so much for watching. If you would be so kind to leave a comment, maybe you've tried this thing and you like it, or you've tried it and you don't like it, I would like to hear your thoughts on that. Leave a like, that's great for the YouTube algorithm. And until I see you on the next video, please take care, and I'll see you next time.